Hey all, Dave from engineering here, Lionel. Just wanted to show you the example of how our Bluetooth with legacy engines is going to work now that we've cataloged Bluetooth with legacy engines in 2017 C2 catalog. So here I have the brass hybrid, and it does have our Bluetooth module on board. We still have test code in it as we're just ironing out the kinks on this, but it's working as expected and working great. So I have the engine programmed as engine number 1 in the legacy remote, and I will start it up that way. You'll notice that it comes up as Milwaukee Mikado. That's just because this is test code. So whistle's on, stack smoke, you got everything. Normal legacy engine works, coupler works. So you can see that it works well with the legacy remote. So now, if I bring up my phone's a Samsung, which means this is Android. So you can see that we are working on the Android Lion Chief app, and here it is right now. And should be out probably the end of September or so. We just have a few bugs left to work out. But with the app open, you click on the numbers here, and that brings you up to the engine select menu. You see the brass hybrid. Tap on that, and you hit this little chain link button, which means you connect to the engine. And then it'll try to connect to it. Takes a second or so. The engine will blow the whistle once just to let you know you're connected. And you're back out of this menu, and now you have full control of the engine. So whistle works. Now there's no quilling whistle with this because it's just one button, but you will notice that the whistle steam still works on the engine. And you got the bell button, just on or off, no single ding like you have with the legacy. The dialogue.
Tower, made up and waiting on a clear track. Am I clear to the outbound? Over.
Roger, your track is clear. Dispatcher, over.
You got the coupler buttons.
Copy that, dispatcher. I've got a clear signal. Out.
Always forget about that second part. You got the coupler buttons here, front and rear. Now the app will know if the engine has a front coupler or if it has a rear coupler. If it has both of them will be lit up. If it only has rear, like most of our steams, only the rear will be lit up. And in the case of no couplers, like on base Lion Chief engines, they'll both be grayed out. You see that works as well. Now you got the direction button over here, and you also have the throttle. Now if you go into this gear, this is basically the engine settings menu. And here you can toggle the smoke on and off. And then you can also set your momentum level and speed limit. So you can see that we already have the image of the brass hybrid on here along with 9999 like most pilot engines. That's what we use. So if I'm blowing the whistle, you say you have your grandson or another kid visiting and you want to let them play with the train, you give them the app to play with. And then at the same time with the legacy remote, you still have full control. So basically you have two devices controlling this engine at one time. So say if little Johnny decides to drive this engine way too fast going down the track, you can hold the brake button down, press reset, whatever you need to do to get it to come to a stop. So I lovingly call this grandpa mode. Hopefully that doesn't offend anybody, but I found this to be a very cool feature where both of them are able to run the train at the same time. Okay, one more thing I want to show on the app for legacy engines with Bluetooth. If you go into the sound menu, there are different sound settings here. So we have a master volume setting, which will raise and lower the master sound, plus you have individual sliders for the whistle, for the bell, for the dialogue, and
Tower, made up and waiting on a clear track. Am I clear to make a move? Over.
Roger that. Take the green. Over.
Roger that. I'm taking the signal. Out.
and for the background sounds as well. Now, I do want to point out that one thing with legacy Bluetooth engines that will not work with the app, that does work with both Lion Chief and Lion Chief Plus engines, is the pitch. So on Lion Chief and Lion Chief Plus engines, you can adjust the pitch of the horn/whistle and the bell. You will not be able to do that with legacy Bluetooth engines because the rail sounds currently just can't support it. We are hoping that someday we'll be able to upgrade the rail sounds so that we will be able to do that, but that's probably a project down the road because it involves a lot of work, a lot of code work, and even hardware work. So for now, that's probably the only feature this app has that won't work with legacy Bluetooth engines. Okay, so now that we're disconnected from the app on my phone, I can show you how to use the universal remote. So universal remote is on. Press any channel you want to use, say 2 for this exercise. Hold down the button till it starts blinking rapidly. And that just clears out the channel in case there was a different engine on there before. Press the button again, and it connects right away to the engine. And then just connected like any Line Chief or Line Chief Plus engine. You got the announcements.
Dispatcher, the coal's at 3/4. Am I clear to make a move? Over.
Roger, your track is clear. Dispatcher, over.
Bell.
Roger that. Get ready to move. Out.
Again, always forget about that last sequence. And whistle. Hopefully you can see it on the video, but the whistle steam does work as well. So yeah, works with the legacy remote, cab 2, cab 1L. You get TMCC mode with the original cab. Works with the apps, the Apple app, the Android app that we'll be coming out with soon, and also with the universal remote. I just want to note that we're wrapping up an update on the universal remote, which will probably go live closer to the end of this month, and that will allow you to run any Lion Chief engine that Lionel has ever produced using this universal remote. So I know up until now there's been a list of incompatible engines, and we've solved that problem, and we'll be be able to release the update soon, and hopefully that gets everybody going with what they want. Thanks for watching.